Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hells. Unfortunately, I'm voiceovering this whole video because my internal microphone on my camera was covered by tape and it was super rustly. Hopefully this is crispier. Last week I went into the Morphe shop in Liverpool and I picked up the P Louise base. I've never used it before, I've always just used concealer and obviously my eyeshadow always creases. So I picked up shade 2 and because it was 2 for $18 I also picked up the Lilac one, which is amazing because there's lilac in the Soph palette. I'm starting with the Glowful primer from Spectrum Collections. My nose here, if I'm looking this way. So that is why. I've also been to the gym, so the foundation that I'm using is the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation in shade F2 and I'm mixing it with a little bit of the New Skin tinted moisturizer in the shade Beige. The concealer I'm using is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Ivory. To brighten up my under eyes even more, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, not the hydrating one, in Fair Warm. It's absolutely not warm, but it is very fair. I'm going in with the P Louise base in shade 2. I wasn't 100% sure whether to pat it in with my fingers or pat it in with a flat brush. I went with the brush, but I'll probably try fingers next time as I wasn't 100% sure. Next, using the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder in shade Translucent, I'm just going to very lightly set my face. I'm bronzing with the matte Mineralised Skin Finished in the shade Give Me Sun. I'm taking this over my eyelids as well, and this is why I've done my makeup in this order. I want to use my bronzer and blush as my crease shades. With a smaller brush, I'm using Hoola by Benefit to be a little bit more precise and add more of a contour than a bronze. I'm taking Hoola into my crease using a fluffy brush. I'm going slightly above my crease just because my crease is a tiny bit hooded and I'm really pulling out so it's all going to blend into the face makeup. Next I'm taking the P Louise Base in the Lilac shade and I'm popping it just on my lash line and then looking up and hoping that it prints, which it did but quite faintly. And then I'm using quite a small flat pointy brush to paint this over my entire lid. I hadn't really practiced winged liner in a while. I hadn't decided exactly what shape I was going for, so I wouldn't say this went particularly smoothly. However, I really just was having a great time playing with this lilac. And this is me realising how uneven they are. One totally goes up and one goes to the side. This actually just meant me having a play around and making them bigger so that they matched, and actually I'm really glad that I ended up with very big lilac wings. I used the shade Lockdown from Soph's palette, so it pretty much exactly matches the Lilac eyeshadow base. I was going to just pop it in the middle, but I ended up just covering the whole thing. The lilac I used is on the right, and that middle shimmer is what I'm about to pack all over. I was honestly just having so much fun playing with colour, playing with these new bases, and yeah, I really loved it. So I didn't ruin it with a winged liner. Well, I think winged liner would look amazing, but I've not really been practicing it very often, so I decided just to line my lash line, and this is an eyeliner that I got from Amazon. I can't remember the name, so I'll link it down below. Under my eyes, I'm taking a pinky purple shade called Papa from the same Soph palette. I'm blending over the edges with the brush that had Hoola on. A good thing about doing a voiceover is that I really can't talk quite so much rubbish. However, right now in this video, I'm talking about how a lot of beauty influencers have Botox in their forehead, and I'm sure it's because when I do my eyeshadow, I definitely raise my eyebrows and then I get creases in my foundation. So that was me patting out my creases. Next, I'm using the mascara from Spectrum called Dark Matter. I'm running the W7 Brow Tamer through my brows. And then I'm going over that with the Brow Fix from PS Primark, and this is in the shade Light Brown. I'm just adding that in the bits where I need a little bit more. So both of them I add it into the arch, and then thought my left brow I'd add quite a lot at the front. For highlighter, I'm using the Unicorn Heart from I Heart Revolution. I actually was going to pick out a different one from my kit, but I pulled out this, saw the rainbow, and thought, yeah, let's use it. I did focus more on the pinky purple side than the yellowy pink side, and I think it turned out okay, but it's probably not the most wearable everyday highlighter. I was far too excited and totally forgot to do cream blush earlier. Right now I'm using the powder brush from Sheer Glam called High and Dry, which is a matte pinky cool tan blush, and it's quite buildable. It doesn't pack a punch straight away, which I quite like. For lips, I decided to mix two liquid lipsticks together. Really didn't turn out to be the best plan, to be honest, but I mixed Noble, which is a shimmery purple with Confidence, which is a very grey toned nude. So you can see them on my hand there, and yeah. I was pretty disappointed at how much I didn't like this lip colour, how much it did not match the eyes at all. However, this brush matched the eyes so perfectly. So that is a I thought I was done, so this is the finished makeup look, the finished eyes especially. I am going to look in a mirror, realise I really hate the lipstick, and then take it all off and come back and just put on that grey nude colour, which is Power Lips in the shade Confidence. Although this was all about the eyes, I was just so thrown off by this awful lip. I ended up putting my eyeliner pencil on as lip liner, which absolutely did not blend whatsoever because both of them have a very dry formula, so they did not mix, they did not blend. I don't even think this applied properly. But let me know what lip you would have done with this massive purple eyeshadow look. Have you tried the P Louise bases? Do you apply with a brush? Do you apply with a finger? And do you have any tips for me on how I could have done this better? But anyway, that is the end of this video. I'm so sorry that I had to do it as a voiceover rather than a chatty get ready with me play with makeup. I had so much fun filming this and I hope it was enjoyable to watch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy. Bye.